for a sign.
Cricket's been a big part of my life. I love playing for New Zealand. Just to play 100 Test matches, I must admit, I never would have thought that was possible.
But I'm a million miles away, just seeing sparks.
It was just the right time for me and the family. You know it's going to happen. It's just when and making it the right timing, because I think there's probably going to be a few more retirements in the next few years, which is just the evolution of the game and life.
I've been looking for a sign, just a light to come my way through the dark.
Because when you're on a mission, you want to get it right the first time. That's where the Home Depot comes in, with an app to rent and reserve the right tools with just a tap. With convenient image search options, and with the ability to see how something looks in your space before you even buy it. It's how the Home Depot takes the guesswork out of the hard work. The Home Depot app, how doers get more done.
It's your personal security detail. It's your invisible enforcer. It's your blind spot spotter, dedicated protector, precious cargo carrier, IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. The Hyundai Tucson, Palisade, and Santa Fe. It's your journey. Own it.
All Hyundai SUVs come standard with complimentary maintenance and America's best warranty. Hurry in. New SUVs are arriving daily.
I came across this house with water dripping from the ceiling. You never know when something like this will happen. So let the Geico Insurance Agency help you with homeowners insurance. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere upstairs there's a broken pipe.
Bundle and save even more at geico.com.
Are you kidding me? I'm getting sick of the industry. Oh, please.
These stuffs wanna kill me, but I won't let it. And I try to give them help, but they don't get it. So I tell myself when I sleep at night, don't lose sight, baby, don't lose sight. This life will get you down, but I keep living. So I tell myself when I sleep at night, don't lose sight, baby, don't lose sight.
Well, hello there. I am a monument to the moment. I am 450 feet of sun-kissed revelry. I am South Florida paradise remixed. I am neon-lit nights that never end. I'm a 20,000-foot beacon in the night. Welcome to what you've been missing. I am the Guitar Hotel.
Let's go to
CSX is on the move, on a mission to support America's economy and serve our communities. We're one team, a team where everybody contributes and every player counts. We're hiring with immediate openings for those who want to help run one of America's leading railroads, earn competitive benefits, paid training for conductors at nearly $25 per hour, and great advancement opportunities. Apply today at csx.com/careers. CSX.
The short scoreboard for this second test in the test series against Bangladesh. And the big one is at the bottom, that Bangladesh are 243 runs behind. And they are 152 for 5. Neil Wagner 3 for 58, Jamieson 1, and Southey 1, the wicket takers. Welcome to Inside Edge through popular demand. You've got myself here and Stephen Fleming. It's what the viewers want, so we're giving you exactly that on the Inside Edge. But also, this is the second test match against Bangladesh, and it's a lot about our players, but of course, it's mainly about Ross Taylor as well. There's a nice tribute. Sit back and relax. Enjoy Ross Taylor speaking from the heart.
You have more downs than ups, I think, in this game of cricket. So I think you got to enjoy it and embrace those moments. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a professional cricketer from probably 15 to 16. I still love playing. But yeah, I guess that's the exciting thing. The new chapter's about to start. Ooh, I've been asked a few questions in my time. How would I answer that? Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say cricket is life, but cricket's obviously had a massive influence from when I first started as a 5-year-old to where I am now. Lutero Ross Patolo Te Taylor. Yeah, it wasn't very much an academic. I can remember playing my first 11 game as a third former. Wairarapa had a fantastic history for sport in Wairarapa College. You had Sir Brian Lahore, Sir Bob Charles, they all went to Wairarapa College. But then I got an opportunity to go to Palmy Boys, and I think that was great. It gave me, I suppose, it gave me life to leave home, go to boarding school, and it was traditionally a cricket school. That definitely fast-tracked my cricket, I found. Used to always have catches either before an inter-school or before a club game on Saturday. We'd have knickers at lunchtime, and I think that sort of. I always liked fielding at first slip, but I was actually in first slip thanks to Flem in my first game. He got injured, I think. He hurt his thumb. And I don't know if I was no good in the field, but I went into first slip in my first test at Wanderers. So I learnt early on that that's not a bad place to be.
Edge! Oh, what a catch from Ross Taylor. There's life in the old dog, yeah. That is an absolute beauty.
He has moved like a man in his 20s, Ross Taylor.
That's his family there. They're excited.
So what feeling do you guys get when you see Dad walk out there for New Zealand?
We feel great and we feel really...
Very proud, I think, is probably the only way to describe it. A little bit nervous at times.
We get nervous.
Yeah.
I stress out a lot. And we say yay. Sorry, Dad. When he wins. And we go Daddy.
Ross Taylor.
You know, Victoria's held the fort down fantastically well. She's been a rock for the family, and you need that in this day and age. If you don't have a supportive family and friends, it becomes very tough. And I won't. That's one thing I do that I won't miss. I can still go to weddings and birthdays and funerals that you can't go to, unfortunately.
Straight down the ground, and there it is, Ross Taylor. He jogs through and he takes himself through to 17 Test hundreds. He equals Kane Williamson and also his mentor, the late great Martin Crowe.
I think the biggest thing for me and Hogan is we had a lot of respect, but it was actually our love for wine where I think we first hit it off. He was hard on you though. Like, I think, like, it wasn't all, you know, hugs and pumping your tyres. You know, he was hard on you, which was good, what you needed. But yeah, I think you'd be proud.
Sure, that heart is beating, that number 17 to equal Martin Crowe. What a beautiful shot too, down the ground.
Yeah, it was one of the goals he set when I first met him. He said try and get to 17 Test hundreds. I've only got a couple more since. Well, I suppose you always knew it was coming. But yeah.
There's one moment out there. He always said, when there's a butterfly, that's him. So there's a butterfly out there. When I was on about 70, so.
One thing that's probably helped my career out to date is actually having a balance, I think. Having family, having red wine and hobbies and family and friends to connect with gets you away from the game. I think it can eat you up at different stages. But having that balance, knowing it's your job and knowing you want to do well, but knowing it's not forever. At the end of the day, it's just a game.
Yeah, it is a game, but it's also a special game, and he's been a special player, Ross Taylor. That's a very emotional Ross Taylor in that interview, but we did ask for feedback from our viewers. Favourite moments for Ross Taylor throughout his career, and I mean, there's been so many, I can't read them through, but just to let you know a few. Scott from New Plymouth talks about any day he was smashing it at Pukakura Park. The Ducks were in trouble in the lake, and then seeing him score the winning runs in the Test Championship, and also another one that I remember well, 181, not out against England in one leg in Dunedin. I tell you, that Pukakura Park one, I was there for most of those. It was against Otago, a lot of them. But Stephen Fleming joined. You've watched this. I know you've talked a lot about Ross Taylor, but you're there in Test number 1. What do you remember about Ross back? It was in Johannesburg. He was about to make his debut. What do you remember about Ross Taylor, the player then?
Well, it goes back a little bit before that and experiencing him at domestic level and seeing this raw talent just explode. So you can just be so good, so clean, hitting that point area, just banging that point area. But it was loose, and it was then, boy, can this guy find a little bit of discipline around his game without losing that natural flair. So when he did get to Test level, there was a mixture of have you learned enough defence to get to this level. And I think by his own admission, he said he wasn't quite ready or quite sure about how he was going to play. But there was still this beautiful natural talent that could play and see the ball, hit the ball. And over his career, just grappling with that and different techniques and having the input of Martin and others and watching Kane and others around to develop into one of our greatest of all time is a great ride. To be there right at the start and now see the completed project at the end, it's a massive journey for Ross, but it's a real privilege to see one of our greats in action.
Just quickly, because we have to get back to the last session, but what's it like when you retire and you walk off from your memories of yourself?
That's awful. It's horrible. It's a celebration, but it's also very difficult. I spoke yesterday about the withdrawal that you get. Great support and family around, and he's got a great network of friends throughout New Zealand and around the world, but there's still that part of you that's been playing and battling for so long, for the best part of 20 years, that is now not there. So you've got to feel that, but he will. He's got other interests, and he's a very balanced guy, and he will move forward well. But right now it's about celebrating what he's done, and maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but enjoying looking back.
Excellent. Appreciate your time, Flem. Really great. And obviously that tribute to Ross Taylor.